Well, these usually start earlier than you know they do, but I'm going to go ahead and start. Had a great day of taping today, and I wanted to encourage you folks on something. Psalms 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. That can mean that he's given you the desires of your heart that you already have, or he will give you a desire that you haven't had yet. You know, I just got through taping a show with Betty Swan, incredible, beautiful lady. And I think Betty's in her 70s. She doesn't look it. She was a supermodel and has done so many great things for God and for people all over the world. And Betty, I love you so much. You know, everything you told me that was going to happen has happened in my life, and the things that are on the horizon that you've said, I'm excited about that too. But I told Betty a story, and Betty was really moved by that story. I thought, I don't know if I've ever shared this story on television with my friends or a Life Master segment. So I'm going to share it with you, if that's okay. There was a father who loved his little girl. And if you ever had a little girl, you know how daddies love little girls. And for one of her birthdays, the father gave her a plastic necklace of pearls. She loved that plastic necklace of pearls. It reminded her of her father. And she was fancy too, she was a girly girl. And she always had those plastic pearls on, and never took it off. She swam in it. She played in it, she slept in it, and it's amazing it stayed on. But well, anyhow, the father would always sit down with her and pray with her at night. And they'd say their prayers. And one special night, it would be an unforgettable night for her. The father turned to her and said, "Hey, sweetie, do you love your pearls?" And she said, "Yes." And she touched her little necklace of pearls. And he said, "Well, do you love your daddy?" She said, "Yes." And he said, "Do you love your daddy more than your pearls?" And she said, "Yes." I'm not sure about this. And he said, "Will you give daddy your pearls?" And she said, "Yes." And she began to cry. And it just seemed so cruel, But no sooner did she take off that necklace of pearls and hand it to her father, that he pulled from behind his back a real necklace of pearls, the real thing. That's what God does with us. That's what he's done in my life and so many of you out there. When I quit trying to be Bon Jovi, when I stopped caring about anybody ever knowing my name, I didn't care about being on television anymore. I found contentment. I delighted myself in the important things, seeing people, loving people. That's when he gave me the real thing, more than I could ever imagine and more than I can even talk about yet now. But that's how God does. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. There's another Proverbs, I think it's 14:6. Commit to the Lord what you do, and your plans will succeed. You don't have to be some outer space religious person or some. That's Brigitte Gabrielle. I'm going to take it. Delight yourself in the Lord. He'll give you the desire.